Besides being the presidents of two of the world's greatest powers, Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin are two tycoons who have earned a lot of wealth in their careers. But have you ever thought about who has the most luxurious life? In this video, you'll see a heated battle between Vladimir Putin and Joe Biden. Cars. The two leaders don't skimp on beautiful vehicles for their garages, but which one has the most expensive cars? Many sources claim that Putin has a vast collection of cars of his own in his garage. But the big boss of Russia has declared only simple cars that do not attract much attention, such as the ZAZ 968 model and the Lada Kalina Sport, as his own assets. As president, he is entitled to use great state cars, such as the Russian Urus Senate L700, a big, Rolls-Royce-looking car with a sophisticated interior, which costs about $300,000. Another vehicle Putin has used many times is a Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman, a 21-foot-long armored luxury machine with a 530-horsepower V12 engine. The interior of the car is designed for two main occupants and two more sitting in front of them, a layout to provide plenty of comforts. No wonder that to enjoy such a limousine, one has to fork out approximately $1.5 million. Joe Biden, for his part, is believed to have once owned a Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sports, a beautiful car with a sporty design equipped with a powerful engine. To give you an idea, the vehicle is capable of accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. And the price of the latest models can go up to around $70,000. Upping the ante a bit, in 2021 Biden went on a ride on a Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, a robust vehicle equipped with a hybrid engine, something Biden seems to like a lot since he's a big proponent of environmental causes. And while it is not known if the president actually owns this car, to get an idea of the figures, it's estimated to cost around $75,000. Biden has also been spotted several times in a GMC Yukon Denali, a huge car ideal for those who are looking to prioritize comfort and safety. And to own one of these, you may need to cash out up to $95,000. However, a car that Biden owns and does not make a point of hiding from the public is his 1967 Chevrolet Corvette, another convertible that is very much in demand by car collectors. And to have an idea of price, depending on its state of conservation, it can be found costing more than $300,000. But without a doubt, the most luxurious car Biden uses is the Cadillac Best Limousine, the official vehicle of the President of the United States. This is a car that is 100% designed to offer the maximum safety that a vehicle is capable of offering. To have an idea, it has a super armor capable of withstanding even a missile, so it's no wonder that it weighs around 8 tons and has to be equipped with a V8 to move its own weight. And it's no wonder that the vehicle costs around $1,500,000. And because he's seen with more luxury cars, Biden wins this round. Point for him. Aircraft. As two powerful presidents, there's no doubt that they travel by the best means of transport. But who has the most expensive aircraft? Vladimir Putin, for example, owns an impressive 50 jets. Although he doesn't officially own them, as he is the country's sole political power, he can act as if the state air vehicles were really his. One of his jets, the Dassault Falcon 7X, is considered one of the most technological jets in the world, with a capacity of up to 16 passengers. No wonder this machine costs about $40 million. Another of Vladimir's aircraft is an Ilyushin IL-96, which can carry up to 300 passengers, but has been customized to the president's taste. Just one of the cabins of this transport is valued at $11 million, as it was equipped with top-quality materials, and the bathroom is also all gold-plated. The estimated price of this treat? Around $50 million. Not counting the various helicopters always at the disposal of the head of state. Joe Biden, on the other hand, since he is the current president, has the right to use one of the most expensive and sophisticated planes in the world. The aircraft known as Air Force One is a Boeing VC-25, a military version of the Boeing 747, adapted to serve the nation's head of state. Being painted with blue and white colors and having a big United States of America stamped on its side, this plane is able to offer all the safety and comfort one could imagine. Inside, the president and his traveling companions enjoy 4,000 square feet of space on 3 levels, featuring a spacious president's suite, which is outfitted with a large office. The plane is also capable of refueling mid-air, which basically grants it unlimited range so it can transport the president wherever he needs to travel. And of course, in order to enjoy all of this, there is a high cost to the state coffers. It is estimated that just 1 hour of flight in the aircraft costs around $210,000. It was recently announced that they are manufacturing a new, more updated model to replace the Air Force One, which is valued at $5,300,000,000. And since the two of them don't own any of these aircraft, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Overspending. Both politicians have more than enough money to buy whatever they want, but who has the habit of spending the biggest amounts? Joe Biden, for example, is a man who is very concerned about being well-dressed. Proof of this is that on the day of his inauguration speech, he wore an outfit from the famous American designer Ralph Lauren. He was almost head to toe in designer clothing. His overcoat, tie, suit, and a matching fabric mask were all from the designer brand. While the price of this outfit is not known, based on the brand's clothing prices, it may have cost as much as $10,000. Another thing Biden also likes is watches, with him having already been seen with items such as a $5,460 Omega Seamaster Coaxial Master Chronometer, a $5,750 Omega Speedmaster Professional Hazelite, and even a 41mm size Rolex Datejust with a plain bezel and a blue dial with white hour markers on a Jubilee bracelet. And if you want such a watch, you can find it priced around $9,000. And we can't forget that Biden's smile is perfect for a man of his age, leaving no doubt that he had some cosmetic procedure done on his teeth. While no one knows for sure what was actually done to his smile, it is speculated that he had porcelain veneers fitted, a procedure that is getting quite sought after among celebrities. And to give you an idea of price, it is estimated that each tooth costs around $2,500 to be fitted with a porcelain plate, and it can cost up to $80,000 for the entire procedure. Vladimir Putin, for his part, has an impressive nautical fleet. One of his vessels is the yacht Lufan, a huge 177-foot-long boat, which was purchased by Putin's administration department in 2011. It is a fully functional seagoing vessel capable of making transatlantic voyages covering more than 4,000 miles, comfortably accommodating up to 12 guests on board. And the amount paid in the purchase of this high-end vessel has not been disclosed, but some sources put the approximate price at $40 million. Another vessel that supposedly belongs to the president is a yacht called the Graceful, which was ordered with special features, such as a 49-foot-long indoor swimming pool that can be converted into a dance floor. The yacht also has a helipad at its rear for ease of travel, a panoramic elevator, a balcony with gym equipment overlooking the sea, an outdoor hot tub, and plenty of sophistication in its decor to accommodate 15 VIP guests. And of course, the master suite is worthy of a palace, with a luxurious marble-tiled bathroom. To get an idea, it is estimated that it takes an average of $7 million a year to maintain this vessel, which is worth around $100 million. And because he spends more, Vladimir Putin easily wins this round. Point for him. Real estate. When it comes to investing in good places to live, both tycoons don't skimp on sophistication. But who has the most expensive real estate? Joe Biden, for example, despite currently living in the prestigious White House, still owns a few properties around the country. His primary residence is in Wilmington, Delaware, a 6,850 square foot home he built in the late 1990s, which is speculated that he considered selling it in 2010 in order to pay for his son's cancer treatment, but at the time President Obama offered to lend him the money. Currently, that property of Biden's is estimated to be valued at around $2 million. However, to enjoy the holidays with his wife, in 2017, Biden decided to buy a comfortable beach house in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. The interior of the property is about 4,800 square feet, being divided into 6 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, some of which even have hot tubs in them. In the photos posted on real estate websites, you can see that the house is very cozy, having the entire floor done on wood and also large window openings in the rooms, which provides excellent natural lighting. In addition, one of the great differentials of this property is its lovely sea view. However, in the external area there is an excellent space with a fireplace and a barbecue. And although the comfortable 3-story home is not that luxurious, Joe Biden had to invest quite a bit of money to acquire it. It is estimated that he had to cash out around $2,700,000 at the time, but currently some websites estimate the estate to be worth around $3,600,000. Vladimir Putin, on the other hand, has lived for more than 20 years in the official estate called Novo Ogrevo, a mansion which belongs to the state, but which he has chosen to be his permanent home. The main house of the estate was built in the 19th century, and unlike the American White House, the Novo Ogrevo is closed to the public, but this is where the president received Barack Obama. And although Putin does not own the property, according to Russian law, any former president can choose a residence to be his home for the rest of his life. He also owns several other properties throughout Russia, such as an official summer house on the Black Sea coast, where the president can take days off to relax in greater contact with nature. Another place where Putin can enjoy whenever he wants is the Valdayan, a place that, when it is not closed for official business, can receive visitors who pay up to $800 a day. His most expensive property is his luxurious castle, situated on a huge 19,200-acre site on the shores of the Black Sea in western Russia. The address has all the attractions you could possibly imagine, such as an impressive 5-story underground ice hockey rink, a sport the president is passionate about, a 27,000-square-foot outdoor greenhouse with various species monitored by gardeners, sculpture-filled walls of greenery, an iconic church amidst the gardens, a 260-foot-long swing bridge, 2 spaces for helicopters on a large helipad, a large tower for communications, a 27,000-square-foot guest house, a classical architecture amphitheater under construction where musical concerts or perhaps a gladiatorial battle may take place, several parking spaces and residential buildings where possibly employees live, another dormitory that seems to serve the most privileged positions. To access the beach, there is an underground tunnel with an exit to the sand and a secret room with a window overlooking the sea. The central palace alone, where the rooms are located, is 190,000 square feet. One of the officials who worked there, shocked and furious at the luxury of the property, shared important documents about the interior of the castle. With this information, it was possible to make 3D drawings that show what the interior of the mansion looks like quite veritably. The design is classic Italian, with the main room filled with expensive furniture and plenty of decorative items and even gold-plated walls. A real luxury. There is also a huge marble-covered lobby in the palace, where there is a bar to receive guests of the high nobility. Next to this is the majestic theater or concert hall with velvet curtains and a 2-story auditorium filled with sofas and luxurious accommodations. Other rooms in the castle that do not go unnoticed are an intimate room with shisha and a stage for pole dancing, a huge casino room full of gaming tables, an arcade with an electronic dance mat, a meeting space with scale models and a bookshelf with collectible cars, an 82-foot-long swimming pool, a well-equipped fitness center, and many other luxuriously appointed areas. To ensure the protection of this palace, the 17,000 acres of land adjacent to the palace belongs to Russia's Federal Security Service, and interestingly, this entire area was leased until the year 2068. Therefore, access to the tycoon's house by land is practically impossible. To fly over or navigate over this territory, it is necessary to have authorization from the National Security Agency. And with this information, one can already understand that Putin has thought of exactly everything to have a fortress of his own, which would guarantee his own security until the end of his life. Of course, the Russian president has denied that this property is his, but his opponent has made sure to point out several surprising details about Vladimir's secret and luxurious mansion. And the price to own one of the largest and most sumptuous palaces ever seen on planet Earth, worthy of a king, is estimated at $1.3 billion. It is unbelievable. So it's clear that Vladimir Putin wins the round. Net worth. As the presidents of 2 global powers, there's no doubt that they've made a lot of money. But which of them has the largest accumulated fortune? Biden, for example, was once known as a middle-class Joe, but these days he has managed to flip the tables and has become a millionaire. To get an idea of his income, at the time he held the office of senator, it is estimated that Biden received a salary of $174,000 per year. As early as 2008, when he was elected vice president, he received a salary increase to about $230,000 annually. Currently holding the office of President of the United States, Biden receives about $400,000 in salary per year, plus some benefits, which together total more than $500,000 annually. And although it is an excellent salary, all these earnings as a politician are far from being the largest source of his wealth. This is because he has several sources of income. One of the ways Biden can make a lot of money is by giving speeches. According to some sources, in the period when he left the vice president office, he became a much-requested speaker, doing dozens of lectures and charging a fee of $100,000 on average, sometimes almost reaching the amount of $200,000. As of 2017, he also worked as a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, with some sources estimating that he even earned around $540,000 during the entire period. But one of the biggest sources of income responsible for Biden's enrichment came from his work as a writer, with him having already released several books throughout his career. To get an idea of his income, it is estimated that he and his wife signed a contract in order to publish 3 books for a sum of $10 million. In all, according to Biden's tax returns, he has come to earn over $17 million throughout his career, but his current net worth is only a fraction of that amount. According to some sources, the president even had to pay more than $7 million in taxes. And that's why, according to Forbes magazine, Joe Biden's net worth is estimated to be in the range of $8 million. Vladimir Putin, for his part, despite having a salary of only $112,000 a year, his fortune is much bigger due to the corruption that exists in his country. As he himself has already said, he considers himself the richest man in Europe, since his wealth goes far beyond his material assets. After all, he holds great powers capable of providing him with a luxurious life. He holds under his control, for example, the country's money supply, the powerful military force, and the giant Russian naval, air, and land fleets, all at his disposal. We can then consider that his fortune was not actually built solely on his salary as president, because he controls and enjoys all the wealth his country produces. To give you an idea, Russia's 2020 GDP was almost $1.5 trillion, and his fortune is a percentage of that. And there are sources that claim that Vladimir Putin's secret fortune is actually around $200 billion, an amount so large that it would already place him among the richest men in the world. Considering that Vladimir Putin has such an immense fortune, he wins this last round by a long shot. At the end of this fight, we have 2 points for Joe Biden against 4 points for Vladimir Putin, making him the winner of this battle. But if you believe that there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos. And hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.